double checking to make sure, but I believe we are live. But it takes a couple seconds for YouTube to realize that we're live. So I just gotta constantly refresh. We are live. Hello and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This hold on, without the script, I'm useless. I should have memorized this by now. This show is all about the events that occurred today in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History,
Historical calendar,
and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything we gather throughout the show, check the description. I am once again Aoxander.
I am Senior Lunk.
And I'm Doopop.
Doopoppy, what up, homie? Bro, dude, guy, why am I so white? Anyway, on with the show. Today is Woden's Day, aka Odin's Day, aka Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. Starting us off in the year 1249, Andrew of Longuemont was dispatched by Louis IX of France as his ambassador to meet with the Khagan of the Mongol Empire. Well, that's interesting. The Western European countries were doing diplomatic relations with Mongols and such. That's pretty cool. I didn't think that.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. France has been around since, like, the 1000s? Well, yeah, they have, but... Maybe as the Gauls? I don't know. Huh.
Yeah, they wasn't speaking French though, they were speaking Latin.
Ah. Mr. Lunk.
Yeah. In 1270, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania defeats the Lovarian Order in the Battle of Karus.
Nice. What was the Livonian Order? Let's see here. Look that up. Livonian Order. Oh, it was an autonomous branch of the Teutonic Order, formed in 1237. From 1435 to 1561, it was a member of the Livonian Confederation. Interesting. So, they were like Teutonic Knights. Moving on up to 1630, Dutch forces led by Hendrik Lonck captured Olinda in what was to become part of Dutch Brazil.
Yeah, I didn't know Lunk was capturing shit.
Yeah.
I capture everything.
He's a Pokemon master. You gotta catch them all.
Yep. Catch them all preemptively
Yes.
also.
Yes. And sometimes he makes things just to capture, just to catch them, Because once you've caught them all, you gotta catch more. Never satiated.
Yep.
Alright.
Moving on up to 1646, the Battle of Torrington and Devon became the last major battle of the First English Civil War.
Damn, the fucking English are fighting each other.
Yeah, we were talking about this not too long ago.
Sure.
The English had a decent civil war, which made sense. And then they had to have wars with, Ireland and Scotland to claim them, and then they had wars with France and Spain. By then, France and Spain were at their level, so they were trying to claim them while getting, claims put on them, too. What happened in 1699, Mr. Sohan?
In 1699, the Leopoldine diploma is issued by the Holy Roman Emperor, recognizing the Greek Catholic clergy enjoyed the same privileges as the Roman Catholic priests in the Principality of Transylvania.
Cool. Always good to have some religious equality. Moving on up to...
Just for the Transylvanians are blood drinkers.
Yeah. Vlad the Impaler. Moving on up to 1742, Spencer Compton, Earl of Wilmington, became British Prime Minister.
Did he invent Compton?
Yeah, Spencer Compton.
Oh, did he invent Compton?
I'm not sure, but I hear in the city of L.A., in the city of good old Watts, in the city of Compton, they know how to party, or however the lyric goes.
Yeah, they know. In the city of Watts. Keep it rocking.
Keep it rocking. Speaking of keeping things rocking, what happened in 1796?
In 1796, Colombo in Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, falls to the British, completing their invasion of Ceylon.
Huh. Those darn redcoats always taking over things.
Lobsters,
Yeah,
lobsterbacks.
Sri Lanka. Like, where is Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka's in.
Is it that like island nation? Yeah, it is. It looks like a teardrop. Yeah. So, huh. Well, that makes sense. Like, it's over by India, and the British conquered India too. So, jumping on up to 1804, during the First Barbary War, Stephen Decatur led a raid to burn the pirate-held frigate USS Philadelphia.
Damn.
How did the pirates get a U.S. military warship? Is embarrassing, and they had to
Hey,
scuttle
don't
their own
question
ship.
it. It happens.
Yeah.
Probably they did it like they did with the Taliban. Just abandoned some ships.
Yeah. Jumping on up to 1862, during the American Civil War, General Ulysses S. Grant captured Fort Donelson in Tennessee. Cool.
Yeah. Also in 1866, Sir Compton Cavendish, Marquis of Harrington, becomes the Secretary of State of War.
Another Compton.
Yeah.
And what's with these? What's with Comptons? Both of them are
Man,
British.
they come straight out of Compton.
Dang.
They come straight out of Compton.
Hey man, they got some good food over there in Compton.
I don't think I'll survive going to Compton.
They got some good food trucks over there.
My pale mayonnaise ass would get capped. So
Nah, nothing will happen to you. You'll be alright.
I don't know about that.
Unless you say the words motherfuck Dre, motherfuck Snoop, motherfuck Death Row.
I don't think I need to open my mouth. But moving on to 1881, the Canadian Pacific Railway was incorporated by Act of Parliament in Ottawa. 44th thick.
I've actually seen a picture of the railway. It's awesome.
Can you send it to me? Like, let me see here. The Canadian Pacific Railway. Let's see if I can find what it is that you're talking about. This?
Oh, look. No.
That is pretty cool, though. They have two routes on both sides of the Great Lakes. Yeah, New York all the way to Vancouver, through Calgary, Winnipeg, Chicago, Toronto. You know.
Yeah, see that shit? Even some parts of the U.S. is in it. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's the Canadian Pacific. Yeah, that is. Yeah. So I guess it's called that because it starts in the Pacific in Canada, and it just goes across the continent. That is pretty sweet. Moving on up to 1899, Iceland's first football club, Knattspyrnufélag Reykjavíkur, was founded.
God damn, it's a mouthful.
Yeah, it was. Pronouncing that was like the audible, equivalency of trying to eat peanut butter without milk.
Yeah, imagine trying to wear a T-shirt with your team name on it like that. That should probably wouldn't even fit,
It's just like, how come everybody who looks at my shirt suddenly falls because of a seizure? It's like, maybe because your words, are breaking their brain. Who wants to take 1918 here?
I think 1918.
Okay.
In 1918, the Council of Lithuania unanimously adopts the Act of Independence, declaring Lithuania an independent state.
Yay! Independent Lithuania.
Ooh, this is, then, hey, Chupapi, you want to get the next article?
Sure, I'll get it. 1923, Howard Carter unseals the burial chamber of Pharaoh Tutankhamun.
Nice. King Tut.
Yep.
Which, people don't stop and realize, why is King Tut famous? Like, he's, yeah, he was a child king, but, that's not unheard of during those times. Yeah, he's the son of, I believe he's the son of that pharaoh that tried to convert the entire system of religion in ancient Egypt from polytheism to monotheism, and they tried to erase
he was of Artencommon, I think his name was.
Yeah, so they tried to erase his memory, and then by extension, King Tut, just kind of got caught up in that. But the primary reason why he's so famous and so, because they didn't even know about him when they found him. They're just like, who the fuck is this guy? But it's because of all the treasure, all the stuff they can plunder, and the name of archaeology, of course. But
right.
But yeah, no, as the saying goes, the only reason why the pyramids are still in Egypt is because the British couldn't take them to the museum, and yeah. But yeah, no, all the negative stuff aside, it was a real good find for archaeology and everything, knowing exactly what all used to be in these, beyond just speculation and belief. We actually have proof in the pudding right there. So. These pharaohs were buried with a whole lot of shit. Jumping on up to 1930, the Romanian Football Federation joined FIFA. Cool.
Oh.
They've been making
I was going to make a joke, but it was going to be too racist.
No, go ahead. Wait, never mind.
No, we're streaming live.
No, dude, you're Mexican. You get a pass. You're fine.
Oh no, it's because I've seen all these memes about Romanians stealing shit, from people.
Oh god.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about that, but that's
no, do it because you're mocking white people. Like you're fine. As long as you only hate on the whites, then you're golden.
Let's just keep going. I'll post it and put potentially offensive all of the Romanian memes.
All right.
Later.
Jumping on up to 1930.
Go on.
In 1934, the Austrian Civil War ends with the defeat of the Social Democrats and the Republikanische Volksbund.
Republikanischer. That's a weird word.
Volksbund. I'm guessing it's something involving Republic in Germany. I'm guessing.
I'd say Austria, probably.
Or in Austrian language.
In the German language. Jumping on up to 1937, Wallace H. Carothers received a United States patent for nylon. Well, that's cool.
Yo, yeah, that's cool. It's the start of nylon.
Nylon.
Yeah.
A nylon rope.
Yeah, they're talking about making masks out of nylon to put over your mask.
Yo, Doug, I heard you like wearing a mask. I'll put a mask over your mask.
Dude, one of these days, I'm just expecting to see somebody just wearing pantyhose,
Yeah, I mean, they used to do that to rob banks. So now all the everybody's just making fun of us now.
I know, dude. Nothing felt weirder than going into a bank wearing a mask. It's just I'm not robbing. I'm just depositing money, and everybody else had masks. And it's just this is weird.
No, I am not depositing. I'm fucking withdrawing.
Jumping on up to 1940, during the Second World War, the Altmark incident occurred, in which the German tanker Altmark was boarded by sailors from the British destroyer HMS Cossack. which freed 299 British prisoners. So
Damn.
so it looks like yeah, they were using POWs for essentially slave labor. You know, like, oh, what's this? White people enslaving white people? Yeah, it happened. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely did.
yeah. Where's my reparations? You know?
You get your reparations when you fix this damn door. Well, yeah. Also in 1942, World War II, in Athens, the Greek People Liberation Army is established.
Cool. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, Greece was invaded by Italy, and it didn't go well. So Germany had to go in, and then it went well. Um, and then there was a lot of like a lot of things happened in that area during the Second World War that are not covered. Like the major things of obviously, you know, North Africa, the Pacific Theater, and the European Theater. You know, but we don't get in the details of all that stuff because Greece is more in like what Middle or Eastern Europe, in that area, and
Hello.
the only thing we really pay attention to, as far as like mainstream history and everything, with that sector of the world specifically, is what the Russians did with the Germans. Not many people, really, know that Greece was heavily involved in the Second World War. Like they were occupied. Jumping on
Yeah,
up to
I think there's.
1943. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay.
Just keep it going.
Jumping on up to 1943, also during World War II, in the early phases of the Third Battle of Kharkov, Red Army troops re-entered the city. Third Battle of Kharkov.
Yeah, so it took them 3 times to be able to go back in.
Thus far, like.
Yep.
Let's see here. Sorry, Dad. I have to decline your phone call. How many battles of Kharkov? There were 4 battles.
Oh,
I had a feeling that there were going to be more. But yeah, between September 1941 and August 1943, the Red Army and the Wehrmacht fought 4 battles for the control of Kharkov, the Soviet Union's 5th most populous city. Well, dang.
yeah.
So
That
yeah,
must have been some hard ass fighting.
we're sitting here talking about the third battle. There's another one. Another one. DJ Khaled. Mr. Poppy, why don't you take 45 here?
All right. 1945, the Alaska Equal Rights Act of 1945, the first anti-discrimination law in the United States, was signed into law.
Good.
Yeah. Also in 1959, Fidel Castro becomes premier Cuba after dictator Fulgencio Batista was overthrown on January 1st.
I wonder
Oh
if
yeah, Batista. Yeah, I remember that.
I forgot the guy's name. Who's the leader of Canada? Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He was
Oh
born
yeah,
in 1971. So this happened before he was born. Okay. Yeah, I was.
He's supposed to be the son of Fidel Castro or something like that. That's the rumor going around.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like it's more or less
Yeah.
proven by now because, Trudeau's mother was a known loosey goosey, and she visited Fidel Castro like at least once, and then about 9 months later, Justin Trudeau was born. And then they've compared young pictures of Fidel to current pictures of Justin, within the same, loose age bracket. He's a spitting image of him. So obviously, we know what happened. So
It's
Well, that's why
manga.
he's,
yeah,
that's why he's oppressing people.
well, like father, like son, The apple didn't fall far from the tree; it just went to another country. So,
Yeah.
or I guess the cigar didn't fall far out of the box in this circumstance. Jumping on up to 1959. Oh, we already did that. Jumping on to 1960, The U.S. Navy submarine USS Triton began Operation Sandblast, setting sail from New London in Connecticut to begin the first submerged circumnavigation of the globe, which is complete around the whole world. Underwater.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
that's cool.
Hell yeah. Also, in 1962, the flooding in the coastal areas of West Germany kills 315 and destroys the homes of about 60,000 people.
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah.
Talk about karma. I mean, what?
Yeah, that sucks.
It's
Being
Yeah.
homeless because of flooding.
it's
Yep.
the flush Reich right there. I don't know.
The flush strike.
The flush strike. Also in 1962, the Great Sheffield Gale impacted the United Kingdom, killing 9 people. The city of Sheffield was devastated with 150,000 homes damaged.
That sounds like a hurricane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
That does. Oh
The
man.
gale,
The
gale
great,
force winds,
yeah,
or some huge winds.
yeah. Well, let me look this up real quick. Great Sheffield Gale, 1962. Yeah. Um, it's not. It's just it's telling me a whole story. It's not giving me facts. Oh yeah, the first 2 hours of freak weather resulted in over 100 homes battered beyond repair, with a further 6,000 being no longer waterproof. An estimated 70,000 more buildings were less seriously damaged. Um, yeah, they're talking about, okay, the cranes twisting and scaffolding around scaffolding. Wow, like this was insane. All right, well, I'm gonna post this link in the underbar for anybody who wants to read this whole thing, because this is quite a thing to behold. While I'm doing that, who wants to take 68 here?
In 1968, Civil Air Transport Flight 010 crashed near Song Airport in Taiwan, killing 21 of the 60 people on board and 1 more on the ground.
Dude, how many times does only one person on the ground die in an aircraft that we've reported on? This is like the 5th time or something in about a week.
Man,
This is crazy.
it's
There's always just
someone being-
one unlucky motherfucker just standing in the middle of the field and gets hit. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that dude's probably like sweeping or something. He's like, man, what's that noise?
He's just like with his headphones, da 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 da, and the shadows getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He turns around, but it's too late. All he sees is the tire before his head just pops off like a champagne cork. Oh my god, that's horrifying. What is wrong with me? I should be put in an asylum. Also in 1968, in Haleyville, Alabama, the first 911 emergency telephone system goes into service. I wonder why. Well,
Yeah.
Mhm. And then, 10 years later, in 1978, the first computer bulletin board system is created, CBBS in Chicago.
is that like a news ticker or something? Hold on. Computer bulletin board system. CBBS. Oh, that's what that stands for. CBBS. Okay.
Would it be like our emergency broadcast system type of thing?
No, it's it looks like a forum front page, which makes sense. A bulletin board, a forum, like that's
Yeah,
interesting.
because I know we have a lot of similar stuff too here in the States.
Jumping up to 1983, the Ash Wednesday bushfires in Victoria and South Australia killed 75. That sucks.
God damn.
More bushfires, yeah.
Every time I hear about Australia, it's on fire. Either
Yeah.
giant spiders or fire. It's like
Dude.
Dark Souls over there.
Dude.
It's like-
Have you seen that video like like about this guy's like in his house or whatever, and then there's like a cubby, and it has like a spider web in front of it, and like he has the camera on a selfie stick, and he has the camera like coming in, and it's just like this whole bunch of all these like spiders, and then you just see these huge legs come out, and it's big mama spider coming out. It's like, oh my god, like this thing was like this big.
Yeah.
A spider that's this big. Fuck that. Burn
I'd have
down
to burn
all
the
of
house
Australia.
down.
Like, nature's trying to do something. Like, why is Australia always on fire? Because of those fucking spiders.
I must say, you want to see a big ass spider from Australia? Look up, well, besides the huntsman, look up Goliath bird eater.
Yeah, I've heard about those. I'm trying to find this video here. Australia spider cubby. Where is it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna play this real quick.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. If you're watching my stream, that this is why we gotta stop trying to put out the bushfires. It's nature trying to fix its mistake. People gotta stop interfering. Moving on to 1985, Hezbollah was founded. Hezbollah, I think that's like a religious order, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of run which country or were they fighting with first, and now they're.
Well, I see here that Hezbollah wields significant power in Lebanon, where it operates as both a Shiite political party and militant group. So
I think they control the south of Lebanon right now.
yeah, like it says here, Hezbollah is a Lebanese Shia Islamic political party and militant group, led by its Secretary General Hassan Nasrallah since 1992. So according to Wikipedia. Who wants 1986 here?
I'll take it. In 1986, China Airlines Flight 2265 crashes into the Pacific Ocean near Tianhu Airport in Taiwan, killing all 13 on board. Yeah,
Oh, man.
China were to fucking crash, then land safely in fucking Taiwan. Well, it's in poor taste.
Yeah. Well, I can't really tell, like, if they would or wouldn't do that. I mean, the animosity between, Chinese and Taiwanese is truly significant. I'm not sure how bad it was in 86, but, I mean, China's always been trying to get them. I mean, the people in charge of Taiwan now, like, are basically, like, the Chinese government that were exiled from their own country. So, of course they're still trying to get them.
It's like, hey, thing. I got a joke for you. Taiwan. I don't get it. Of course you don't.
Yeah.
And you never will.
Yeah. Well, Xi Jinping really needs to, like, get out of Western Taiwan.
Oh.
He doesn't belong there.
He needs to carry his ass back to the 100-acre woods.
Yep. Also, in 1986, the Soviet liner MS Mikhail Lermontov ran aground in the Marlborough Sounds in New Zealand. Well,
That's not good. That's never good.
No,
Running aground.
no. You don't want to run aground with a
Yeah.
boat. Jumping up 5 years.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just like, yeah, the captain must have had a bottle of vodka.
Well, of course, he's Russian. That's not even...
They're Russian. They wake up, first thing they do is they wash their mouth of a vodka and drink the vodka.
Dude, and this is not a joke. Until, like, I think it was 2005 or something, beer was not even considered an alcoholic beverage. It was considered a soft drink, like a soda, because it was carbonated.
No, that was facts. That was facts. That's Russians for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, legit, like, a kid, just as they would have a can of Coke for lunch, they'd have a can of, like, Miller or whatever Russian Miller is. Probably better than Miller, because they actually know how to make alcohol that's not piss water, you know.
Yeah.
Jumping on up 5 years to 1991, Enrique Bermudez, the leader of the Nicaraguan Contras, was assassinated in Managua.
Oh,
Managua.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the Contras. All I really know about the Contras is about the Contra killings. So, like, there's some kind of militant group or something, right? I've never really looked
Yeah.
into them. Nicaragua Contras. There are various U.S.-backed and funded far-right rebel groups that were active from '79 to early '90s in opposition to the Sandinista, something or other.
Yeah.
So,
The
so,
Sandinistas.
so they were essentially like illegal mercenaries for us.
Yeah. Yeah,
yep.
pretty much. That's how the only way they could get them out.
The United States really's got to stop fucking with other countries, and everybody else needs to too. The United Kingdom, France, Spain, Germany, Israel, like they all do these politics, and everybody just needs to fuck off and leave everybody else alone. You know.
Yep.
Jump on up to 1998, China Airlines Flight 676 crashed into a road and residential area near Chiang Kai-shek International Airport in Taiwan, killing all 196 aboard and 7 more on the ground. What's going on with Taiwan and airplane crashes today?
Yeah. Dude, I'm not taking an airplane over there.
Yeah.
I'll take a boat.
Just take. Just imagining like a little cartoon boat with your face just like boop 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 going to Taiwan.
Oh man.
What happened in 2000, Mr. Two Poppy?
All right, in 2000, Emery Worldwide Airlines Flight 17 crashes into Sacramento Mather Airport in Rancho Cordova, California, killing all 3 aboard.
Well, looks like I have to eat my words. 2 airplane crashes in a row. Well, not in a row, but 2 years apart. But still,
Yeah.
5 years later, in 2005, the Kyoto Protocol came into force following its ratification in Russia. And what is the Kyoto Protocol? Let's look that up here real quick. It was an international treaty which extended the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change that commits state parties to reduce greenhouse gas emissions based on the scientific consensus that global warming is occurring and that human-made CO2 emissions are driving it. Which, that's only partially correct, but yeah. At least we're trying. So.
Yeah, I would agree with it. Just to cut pollution. That's the main part. Like
Yeah, but
putting waste going into the oceans and cleaning up the environment around us because we have to live here.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier today, right? About like you were telling me like or was that last night? Somebody was talking to me about how we finally like started cleaning up the garbage patches and stuff.
Oh yeah. We were talking about it last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also in 2005, the National Hockey League canceled the entire 2004-2005 regular season and playoffs, which I'm not sure how long the season is, but if it started the year before, then it's already, we're already, 1.5 months in? So, can't be much more of a season left to cancel, but whatever.
Also, in 1 year later, 2006, the last mobile Army surgical hospital, aka MASH, was decommissioned by the United States Army.
Well, that's interesting. Like, I wonder what happens, like, on the battlefield if people get their leg blown off or something. Like, there has to be
they die.
Well, that sucks.
Well, no. That's a bad joke.
Yeah, I remember the show. Like, it was like some dude. Like, it's funny how the culture changed. It was just there was some dude trying to get out of the army by putting on a dress. You probably get promoted by putting one on.
Yeah. Oh, look at him, so brave. Oh wait, no, look at that person, so brave. Or until the word brave is somehow racist. Whatever. Moving on up to 2013, a bomb blast in a market in Hazra town, Quetta, Pakistan, caused the deaths of at least 80 people and the injury of 190 others. Jeez. Just all the bombings going off. It is really tragic. Like, once you start seeing the numbers, I remember, going through high school and everything, and that was back in 2001 through 2005. And there were jokes about all the suicide bombers and everything. I mean, hell, Jeff Dunham has Ahmed the dead terrorist. It really was a thing. But when you start looking at the numbers, it is really sad how much bombings there were going on, on a daily basis in that area. It's nuts, absolutely nuts. Who wants to take this last article here?
I'll give it a try. In 2021, 5,000 people gathered in the town of Karada, Bihaya province, to mark the 2-year anniversary of Iraq protest movement. However, due to the Kung Flu pandemic, demonstrations were suspended in Algeria.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Any excuses powers that be can use to prevent people from celebrating things. I remember when they canceled Halloween. That pissed me off. Then they were trying to cancel. They were trying to cancel Thanksgiving really hard, and that didn't work. So they backed off and didn't do anything against Christmas. But that's where they're going.
Yeah, it's funny. It was like nothing in LA was canceled pretty much. They were talking all this shit, but
yeah,
not very many people listened to it.
Yo, remember when they canceled the 4th of July in 2020, and then everybody launched fireworks? Remember that video? The skyline of all of Los Angeles? It's just fireworks fucking everywhere. That's why these leftists are so scared, because that's a visual representation of what they're against, the power of the people, the real people.
Yes, sir.
It's just a fringe minority moving my ass. Honk! Anyway, before you go into births and deaths, any articles reach out and grab you today?
Yeah. Anything with China and Taiwan crashing planes.
That kind of became a little bit of a mini meme.
Yeah, that's pretty much what caught my eye today. Is just everything crashing in Taiwan.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna call this video Taiwan plane crashes. So let's go into the births here. Starting off in the year 1222, we have Nichiren, founder of the Nichiren Buddhism. What is Nichiren Buddhism specifically? It is a branch of Mahayana Buddhism based on the teachings of the 13th century Japanese Buddhist priest Nichiren, and is one of the Kamakura Buddhism schools. Its teachings derive from some 300 to 400 extant letters and treatises, either authored by or attributed by Nichiren. Interesting. We have 1471, Krishan Devaraya, Emperor of the Vijayanagara Empire. 1843, Henry M. Leland, U.S. engineer and businessman who founded Cadillac and Lincoln. Poppy, do you want to take a couple of these?
Are we?
1856.
Alright. 1856. Oh, damn, I can't even pronounce that. Ozian Everett Mills, U.S. academic who founded Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia.
Yeah, it sounds like a symphony, maybe? No, it's a fraternity. Okay. But with a...
So it's Pi Mu Alpha.
Yeah. Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia Fraternity of America is an American collegiate social fraternity for men with a special interest in music. So I was partially correct, Sinfonia. So.
Yeah, 1909, Richard McDonald, U.S. businessman who co-founded McDonald's.
Yeah.
Damn, look
He
at
was,
McDonald's.
and like the way they initially like expanded and everything was real smart. Like they looked for busy, they looked for busy intersections, specifically so that way like people there. Oh, there's a burger place. Go in, get a burger. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a really good documentary out too on the founder of Under Armour, dude. It's like a real rags to riches story. Like it's really interesting on what he did.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember Under Armour. Like,
Yeah, yeah, dude. The documentary's pretty cool. I'll put the link up later.
all right. 1935, we have Sonny Bono, a U.S. actor, singer, politician, and until Randy Marsh dethroned him in 2006, he was the record for biggest shit in the galaxy.
No,
What
that's
did you
the
say,
wrong person.
Randy Marsh?
That's the wrong person. That's the wrong person.
Oh, it
That's the
is?
Sonny and Cher Bono. Yeah, that's Sonny and Cher Bono.
Cher Bono?
That's Sonny and Cher. That's
Oh,
Sonny Bono and Cher.
I thought it was Sonny Bono that they made fun of on South Park.
No, man, you make fun of Bono, the douche. That's Sonny Bono.
Oh, I don't know these actors at all, dude. Like, I'm so out of the loop. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, like, whatever. Then we have, also in 35, we have Stephen Gaskin, a U.S. activist who co-founded The Farm. Why does that sound familiar?
Oh, that sounds disturbing.
The Farm. Uh, The Farm. It was founded in 1971 by Stephen Gaskin and 300 spiritual seekers from Haight-Ashbury and San Francisco. Okay, so it was a cult.
No, it sounds fucking creepy.
Yeah, The Farm. 1941, Kim Jong-il, a North Korean commander and politician who was the second supreme leader of North Korea. And now he's burning in hell.
Yeah. All the frequency. So rolling.
1953, Roberta McDonald, a U.S. video game designer who co-founded Sierra Entertainment. I know that
Yeah,
company.
yep. They published Half-Life.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was made by Valve. You know what was made by Valve? Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, Team Fortress 2. That is a really good game. I like playing Team Fortress 2 sometimes. It is a direct sequel to Team Fortress Classic. And for those of you who are wondering why I'm saying it that way, I'm trying real hard to piss off a friend of mine. Like he tries so hard to make it a point to call it TF2. No, it's Team Fortress 2 because I like to say the whole word like
I say the whole
this.
word like a pimp named Slickback. Say the whole word.
Say the whole name. His name is a pimp named Slickback. 1957, LeVar Burton, a U.S. actor, director, and producer. He was Lando Calrissian, right?
He was Geordie Forge.
Geordie LaForge, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
okay.
he passed away?
No, he's alive. And he
Oh.
also made the Rainbow.
Yeah, Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow. You know what's really good to do while reading?
Taking a dump.
Well, I was gonna say enjoying a cool beverage because in 1958, Ice-T, a U.S. rapper and actor, was born today.
Oh, yeah.
And sell out. This man made a song called Cop Killer and became a cop in a TV show.
Yeah, I know, right? 1977, Ian Clark, an Irish U.S. computer scientist who founded Freenet. And then 1990, The Weeknd, Canadian singer, songwriter, and producer. His real name being uh, Abel Makonnen Tesfaye.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not saying that. I'm calling this fucking The Weeknd.
And Ice-T's real name is Tracy Lauren Morrow. Interesting. Tracy Lauren. No
I
wonder
thought
why he
his
goes by
name.
Ice-T.
I thought his name was Limpton Ice Tea.
Lipton. Anyway, Mr. Sohan, you want to take over the desk for the day?
Yes, I will. And 549 we have Zhu Yi, Chinese general. And in 1967 we have Smiley Burnett, U.S. singer, songwriter, and actor. Wow. Oh, and also in 1974 we have John Garand, Canadian U.S. engineer who decided the M1 Garand rifle. You know that one rifle that makes that beautiful ping,
ping.
Yeah.
Don't get the Garand
Oh, yeah.
thumb. You know, put it in like this,
Yeah.
not like this. You know, you want a flat. You know.
Yeah, you fuck up, you get a bruise on your fucking thumb.
Yeah.
I love that dude's show too, Grantham on YouTube. He's pretty awesome.
And in 1977 we have Gianni Lomom, Bishop of the Church of Uganda, martyred.
Now this makes me
yeah,
wonder.
Yeah.
That's where they supposedly have the Ark of the Covenant, right?
Supposed to be.
Yeah, because I remember that there is some kind of something or other where, like hundreds, if not thousands, of native Ugandans died defending this one church, and I wonder if he was one of them. Because if he was martyred, like dying protecting, what he finds most holy and dear to this world.
Maybe. Also in 2000 we have Karsten Solheim, Norwegian U.S. businessman who founded Ping.
Now, what is Ping?
Hey.
Ping.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Well, we were just talking about the M1 Garand Ping, but let's see here. He founded Ping. Ping Karstein, 2014. What was it? Hybrid Irons. Huh. Well, I've lost interest in figuring this out. Can you tell us the last step?
Yeah, and 1 year later, 2001, you have William Masters, U.S. gynecologist and sexologist. Wow.
So, would you say that he's a master of sex?
Maybe.
I'm a sexologist. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought he was an amateur gynecologist.
Good Lord. Well, before we fall into that rabbit hole, so to speak, that concludes the show. Once again, check the underbar for any links you may be interested in. For your dose of past events daily, we stream every day, trying to aim for the mornings. The past couple of days have been kind of rough for a few members of the team. Personal stuff going on, and whatnot. But anyway, just keep an eye out, and March 1st is going to be a very big day, so stay tuned. But anyway, I am, of course, A.O. Xander.
Just some guy that watches you at night.
You're a lunk.
And speaking of watching people at night, Mr. Lunk, do you have some alternatives for Mr. Tupac?
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to feel insecure.
Yeah, if y'all like gaming, you can come join me on Twitch, on Sohin TV.
Link, of course, is in the underbar. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until tomorrow, you'll see us then. Toodles, let's go, Brandon.
Yay.
Yeah, let's go. I agree with you.